Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your weekly dose of celestial goodness. As always, thank you for joining me in this space and on this journey. I truly appreciate it. Now, you may have noticed that I did not make a blog or video post last week, and that this week's blog and video posts are up later than the usual times. In the recent weeks, I have actually spent some much needed time with some of my most treasured people. This quality time did wonders for my soul because there's a certain joy that comes from really being in the physical presence of people that we love and care about, talking, laughing, and really just enjoying each other's company. I plan on experiencing many more of these experiences and moments like this in the coming weeks and months with various of my friend groups and family members. The hugs especially just mean so much after not really being able to hug everyone for the past year. So after everyone left, my love and I settled back into our regular pandemic life routine, and my allergies and my sinuses decided to join the party with a big flare-up. I really didn't feel that great, and I spent most days doing what I could just to kind of like make it through the day and then try to rest in the evening. I really just feel like I needed more rest than anything, and it felt nice to just sleep and nap as I needed. I will never apologize for resting or overdoing anything else. And the reason for that is rest is so healing, it's so necessary, and it really is a valuable part of our life's equation. So if you are feeling any kind of exhaustion or fatigue or just wiped out, that is a major sign to rest. So take a nap, lay down, sleep without turning the alarm on. And I know that because of our societal structure, not everyone will be able to do this easily. But if you can carve out some time and space in your life for rest, I promise you that everything else will feel way more manageable. So after resting, I sat down to brainstorm about what to talk about this week. I do have a running list of possible topics, but during the past week, the word kindness kept coming to mind, and it kept coming up very strongly. Now, the dictionary defines kindness as the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there's an opportunity for kindness." Now, is kindness something that we've forgotten during the pandemic? Lately, when we've been out running our errands or driving, I've really noticed an uptick in road rage and just people driving very aggressively and super fast. And I wondered, is this because I haven't done a lot of driving during the pandemic, so everything just seems extra fast and just kind of weird? But other people that I've talked to have noticed it as well. And then I watched a segment by Trevor Noah where he mentioned that it seems like a lot of people don't remember how to behave anymore since they've been locked inside for over a year. He mentioned how people have been fighting flight attendants, throwing things at athletes while they're playing sports, fighting cashiers at the grocery store, and just like this all-out assault on retail employees and those who are working in the service industry. Why are people so nasty right now? I had really hoped personally that when the pandemic was over, winding down, that maybe people would be a lot nicer to each other, since there were a lot of things that we took for granted that just were not available during the pandemic. I've had conversations with a lot of people who work in the service industry, and sometimes they'll just say thanks for being patient because they have really been short-staffed and they're doing the work of many people. That compounded with just more people being out and expecting like pre-pandemic levels of service. as things begin to open up, my wish and hope is that people just be kind to each other as much as possible. And some of us have to temper our expectations of what service means. That's not to say lower your standards. It just means that someone might be giving their best and really is offering good service. But if they're short-staffed or have more people that they're attending to than usual, it might not appear that way. Of course, this opens up another topic. For example, people have been saying like, oh, well, people don't want to work. They'd rather stay home and collect an extra $300. I think it's unfortunate that we can live in a time when someone can stay home for an extra $300 and feel that they're better off than going into a job, and others can be judgmental about that without knowing anything about that person's life. Are they a caretaker? Has transportation services been cut in their area, and is it difficult and costly to get to work? Was the environment that they were in toxic? And having personally worked in the service industry, I know these jobs are not easy. Like, you're on your feet all day, you're suffering all kinds of behaviors from your coworkers and patrons alike. Some of these positions also realistically do not pay a livable wage. And so everything seems to be going up in price, and yet we do expect people to live on tips and minimum wage. It's unconscionable. So, in an act of being kind, we don't know what is going on in someone's life and experience. And not to mention, they might have children and need childcare, which can often be another huge expense. I do believe that most people want to work, want to feel that life has some purpose, and that we are all contributing to society. But that is a whole other conversation. I hope the pandemic has really made us look at a lot of the things that are not working and really think about ways in which we could make things better. One way in which things could be better is if we all extended a little bit of kindness to our fellow human being. Bob Carey said, "Unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change." The events of the past year have deep implications on so many levels, and I think it will take many years for a lot of people to heal from the mental strain, the grief, and just the ways in which our lives were turned upside down. Of course, the experience was different for everyone and will look different moving forward. Some people did not experience the same depth of change, but we can all remember that we can't look at someone and know everything that they have gone through. Did they lose someone or multiple loved ones? Did they lose a job, a business, something that they had devoted time and resources to creating? Did they end a relationship? Did they hit their personal rock bottom and feel devastated by that? Did their mental health suffer? Recently, Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, announced that she'd be taking time to focus on her mental health. And people lambasted her for wanting to tend to her sanity over contractual agreements. Nothing is more important than our health, and our mental health is included in that. I will always stand by anyone who says, I have to take care of my mind, my sanity, and my well-being. Let us be kind to others now, and to ourselves. In extending kindness to ourselves, we can extend rest without guilt. I'm still also working on this. We can take care of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being, and we can revel in the things and the moments that bring us joy and peace. To our fellow human beings, we can extend some kindness by just even saying thank you. a moment of being patient with people, letting someone merge in front of us on the road, understanding that lines may be longer because more people are out and people are still finding their way back after a year that impacted the entire world. We can help out in our communities. We can reach out to someone to listen to them and to lend an ear. There's so many ways that we can be kind, and I think it's more important than ever. Charles Glassman said, "Kindness begins with the understanding that we all struggle." Albert Schweitzer said, "Constant kindness can accomplish much. As the sun makes ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate." And because I love to quote Lao Tzu, he said, "Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love." What a loving place this could be if everyone extended even an extra ounce of kindness. What can we do today, right now, where we are, with what we have, to make this world a better place for everyone? This is the question for the week. But kindness is ultimately the answer. Scott Adams said, "Remember, there is no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end." I believe in this, and I believe in kindness, and I believe in our ability, you and me, our ability to light a candle in the form of the human spirit, and to watch as that candle lights, another, and so forth. None of us will forget the experience that we went through the last year. This is something that impacted the world over. And we are still emerging from this collective dark night of the soul. I hope that as we have adjusted to a new way of living and being, that we have not forgotten what it means to be human, what it means to interact with each other, what it means to live, love, and commune together. I am calling on you and on me to step up now with an extra dose of kindness to yourself and to others. Thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. If you are enjoying these posts and videos, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share. And may the stars shine brightly over your week, and may you both give and receive an extra dose of kindness this week. Thank you.